Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to be talking about Hubie Halloween. Before we begin, let me know in the comments if you were looking forward to this, or what your thoughts were if you've seen it already. Also, if you're new here and you like movies, whether it be blockbusters, hidden gems, or everything in between, please consider hitting that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with reviews of new releases and some classics. But now, let's jump right into it. This stars Adam Sandler as Hubie Dubois, a good-natured man who routinely patrols his hometown of Salem, though is the subject of ridicule by both kids and adults. However, when townspeople begin disappearing around Halloween, timed alongside the news of an escaped convict and the arrival of a new mysterious neighbor played by Steve Buscemi, Hubie's cries for help fall on deaf ears and he now must take it upon himself to save the day. Remember when Adam Sandler said if he gets snubbed for Uncut Gems, he'd make the worst possible movie to follow it up? Yeah, he wasn't kidding apparently. Well, actually, this isn't so bad. Hubie Halloween sees Sandler return for another Happy Madison vehicle, which is the production company he's used to make nearly every movie of his entire career outside of his dramatic turns. And this is essentially just another excuse for him and his friends to all goof off, have fun, and make something ridiculous. This movie has a ton of cameos from all the Sandler regulars, and even a few newcomers. Steve Buscemi, Rob Schneider, Kevin James, Tim Meadows, Maya Rudolph, Shaquille O'Neal, and this time you even have Ray Liotta and Michael Chiklis making appearances. And that's only a small fraction of who shows up here. There are some surprises along the way, including the return of one character from an older Adam Sandler movie who I was shocked to see turn up. And it looked like they were honestly having fun. I haven't gone out of my way to watch much of Sandler's work over the past decade, but I do like how he's reached this point where he makes a movie like this and he just doesn't care what you have to say about it. You can clearly see it in the way he carries himself. He sounds energetic, he's in his comfort zone, and he's clearly having a blast filming these wacky scenarios with all of his friends. So if you've stuck with him all this time, this will be right up your alley, as it's the exact same sense of humor as his other films. But if you're not on board with his stuff by now, this isn't going to win you over. And frankly, he couldn't care less what you think. And I gotta admit, I at least commend his approach. Now, does that make this a good movie? Not at all. This is far from the worst Adam Sandler movie, but it consists of all of his usual antics. There are a ton of non sequiturs that don't really land. There are fart jokes, there's a running gag about boners, Sandler mumbles all of his dialogue, the story's actually pretty generic and will feel like an afterthought, and some of the actions these characters take are really random. Like there's a scene where Hubie's talking at a school and all the kids begin to throw food at him almost all at once when they decide they've had enough of him, which I don't know how something like that could be timed so perfectly given the size of the audience, on top of the fact that there's no one trying to stop them. There's another scene early on where a coworker pulls a prank on him in front of a bunch of customers at a deli, and everyone joins in this very hearty laughter all at once. And it's like they try really hard to emphasize how much of a laughingstock he is, but it's done in the most cartoonish way possible. About 98% of the characters are written with the personalities of a middle school bully, no matter what age they are, and it becomes stale pretty quickly as they're all disposable characters. Another running gag that gets old is where Hubie overreacts anytime he gets scared by something, like he'll scream at the top of his lungs, he'll start breaking things. If it's an inanimate object, he'll hit it really hard, he'll run away or flail his arms in an over-the-top manner, and it's mildly funny once, but it's then done over and over again, and it never becomes funnier. And that's pretty much the entire movie. It's the same few random jokes or bizarre running gags for an hour and 40 minutes. This is neither really a character-based or story-based movie, although then again, most of Sandler's movies aren't really like that. And it's all about how many of these jokes you enjoy. Some of them benefit from the casting choices just because of the actor's charisma or comedic timing. I thought anything involving Ray Liotta specifically was actually great, but a lot of them are gonna fall flat. There was enough that worked that I didn't hate this movie, but it's nothing I'd ever revisit. This is Sandler once again up to his old tricks, and it'll be for better or for worse, depending on how much you liked his other work. The cast is great, with too many names to mention showing up, and each having at least one funny moment. It's got a great energy, and it's clear Sandler and his friends had a blast with this. That being said, it's wildly hit and miss, and I didn't care for many of the jokes. The running gags would get stale, and the random moments didn't have that great of a punchline. If you like his other work, by all means, check it out. But I hope he goes back to more dramatic stuff soon, because this isn't the way. Hubie Halloween gets a 5 out of 10. So let me know, did you see Hubie Halloween, or are you planning to see it, and what were your thoughts? Did you find it funny? Did you like the cast? And do you want to see Adam Sandler do more comedies or dramas? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and share it, and for more movie reviews and film discussion, please make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay updated. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll catch you next time.